Welcome. Today we're going to give our backs and shoulders a little bit of loving by looking at the poses Warrior 2 and Reverse Warrior, along with many other poses that will engage the shoulders and the back and the hips. You will need a strap later, or a belt from your house coat, or just a belt in general, or a rope or something that can extend your reach. And a reminder, we don't ever go into pain if a pose is causing you pain. Now, I'm not talking about that little bit of discomfort. Discomfort is good, but pain just isn't. There's just no purpose for going into pain. So back right out of a pose like that and come and join us on the next pose. We'll begin with a long, slow breath, which will open up the lungs, really make them expand. We are going to hold it, and you'll find that difficult. And then a controlled exhale. And you're going to want to go whoosh with the exhale, but we're going to have a long, slow, controlled exhale. So begin with the inhale. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Take a normal breath. And one more time. Long, slow inhale. Really fill the lungs. Really make the chest build and open up. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale slowly. And a normal breath. Good. Let's do some neck rolls just to exercise. So we begin just by looking right and then looking left, looking right and left and right. Then tuck the chin and look left. Tuck the chin and look right. Tuck the chin, left, tuck, right. Last one, tuck, left, and then we'll look forward. Grab the sides of your chairs and back away from the back of the chair now. You want to be definitely towards the front of the chair. And we'll do some basic cat-cows. So when we take a deep breath in, we want the belly to expand out, and you turn it into a slight back bend. I'll just turn sideways so you can see me. So on the inhale deeply, and I give myself a bit of a back bend, and then exhale, and I round that back. So this one's called cat, because it's supposed to look like Halloween cat. And then inhale and cow. And I'm not going to go into why that's supposed to be cow. And then exhale, cat and cow. One more of each. Cat. So you're exhaling, sucking in the belly, rounding the back for cat. Inhaling, pushing out the belly, making it into a bit of a back bend, so we're warming up the spine for cow. And then exhale back into a neutral spine. So just another pose here that's going to really use your shoulder joints. It's called eagle arms, and you take the right arm, so you stretch it way out, and then the left arm goes straight in front of you. Take that right arm and bring it under the left so that you can bring the hands up. Now you might stop here, and that's great. You might be able to take what's called a double bind and bring your hands together. Doesn't matter where you are, because the work that's going to happen is when you lift those elbows up, really using those shoulder joints. So they have to open out and they have to come up. And inhale. Exhale. I know this is hard to hold. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, bring that down. Unwind those arms. Shake that out. Left arm to the side, right arm straight in front. Bring that left arm under the right, and if you want to stay here, that's fine. If you can take the double bind, go ahead. Lift those elbows up as far as you can get them, and inhale. Those of us with shoulder arthritis, this is a workout. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale and lower that down. Take the cactus arms, so elbows and shoulders are at the same height, and you're bringing those elbows back and opening up the chest. Then bring those arms together to hug and round the back. Gosh, that feels good. Take them out into goalpost again, or cactus. And this time round, placing the other arm underneath for the hug and round that back. And then come up. Shake that out. That really does feel good. So pick up the strap. There's only 2 poses in today's class that needs the strap, but this is one. And go ahead and put that strap under the ball of the foot. So, if you can avoid the arch, you avoid the arch. If you can avoid the toes, you do that. The ball of the foot is where your strength is. So go ahead and put it under the ball of the foot. And then grab onto the strap. Actually, to begin with, lift that leg up as far as you can. Can you feel quite a stretch in here? Be sure not to overstretch because you haven't done any warm-up there yet. So this is just a gentle stretch in the back of the leg. And I do have my knee, like just a tiny micro bend in there, just preventing that locked knee thing. You want to avoid, whenever possible, in a straight leg pose of any kind, even standing in line at super value, you want to be careful to not lock your knees, but to always have a bit of a micro bend. It's amazing how that saves your back. Then go ahead, lower it, and open it to the side, wherever it gets to. Just take it to the side. Now, you might have to hang on to the other side of the chair. That's okay. Go ahead and see if you can lift that up at all. Maybe you can't. Maybe you can. Everybody's different. And then bring that down. Bring it in front and release it. And we'll just take the other one. So on the ball of the, let's get that there. Ball of the foot once again. Now I'm taking the strap in the hand, the same as the leg that I'm holding out. And with the other hand, I'll just hang on to the chair. I'm going to lift that leg up. Now this leg, you can see I can't lift this as high as I lifted the other leg. So, you'll be the same. There'll be one leg a lot more flexible or supple than the other. Typically, that is. I guess some people maybe don't feel that, but I definitely have one side way less flexible than the other. And then bring that out to the side. Just bringing it open and hanging onto your chair so you can do that. And lifting it up. And holding that just for a bit of a time. Like, we don't want to make that too long or cause any discomfort in there. Remembering that micro bend in that knee. Lower it down. Bring it to the front. And then release that. Okay, one last little exercise here. I'm going to do it this way so you can see me. You can stay seated in your chair and drop a leg down. But I'm going to do it this way so you can see me. I want this outside, first of all, I want half my buttock off the chair. And with my hand, I'm hanging on to the side or the back of the chair. Okay? Then I'm going to point that knee to the floor and press into the upper foot. So I'm pressing hard to exercise that quad in the front. We're going to need to use our quads to do warrior 2 and reverse warrior. And really, when your legs and your tummy are strong, your back is saved as well. So everything we exercise, whether it's the shoulder or the hips or the back or the neck, or it's really all connected. And so for you to save one part or provide relief of chronic pain in one part of your body, you really need to be kind of strong in all of them. So, good. You're probably done of holding that. Just go to the other side now. So you always drop half the butt comes off the chair, and you hang on to the other side of the chair. Point that one knee down, and then press into the top of the foot so that you get that exercise in the quad without the added weight of your body. So it's just kind of a kind way to exercise that quad. And then you can release that, and we will stand from here. Now, I have the back of the chair to me. Do I want the back? You know what? I'm going to turn it like this, just in case we want to use the chair seat. And before we do that, just grab that strap, and I've got a nice wide grip on here, and you take it up, getting your arms nice and straight. So my shoulders, everything's in line now. My ears, my wrists, my shoulders, my hips, my knees, my ankles. Hopefully I'm in line. And then I want to try and bring that down behind my back. When I first tried doing this years ago, I could not do this. So if you can already do this, and this is like your first try, that's amazing. And then up and over. Okay, we're going to do that again. So we come up. First, we make sure everything's aligned. That's an important part of it. Then you try and bring that strap down behind your back. If you can, you bring it all the way down. And then you try and bring it all the way up. And if it's impossible, try widening the strap a bit so that it's way wide. You might be able to do it that way. First align it, then bring it down, all the way down. Bring it back up and over, and then down in front. Okay, so really nice shoulder opening. Good thing to practice through the week with your tea towel, because really, who wants to do dishes anyway? Okay, we'll try for Warrior Two. We're just going to go straight into Warrior Two, and let's make sure we've got the alignment proper. So if you've never done Warrior Two before, then I'll talk you through it, and maybe you have, and then this will be a refresher. So with my right foot, I'm pointing straight forward and bending that front knee, keeping the knee over the ankle, and so that I can always see the big toe. Otherwise, if I can't see the big toe, it means my knee has fallen in. I don't want it to fall in. I want it to actually line up with the second toe, not the big toe, but the second big toe. Then the back foot is going to be perpendicular to this foot, or parallel to the front of your chair. Or if you're on a yoga mat, parallel to the back of the mat. Okay? So the back foot is aligned with the front of the chair. The front foot is pointing directly to the chair. Now, as you get better at it, you can come way low. But for now, we just want to get those hips open. But here's the thing. The first thing that happens with people when they grab Warrior Two is the butt comes out. And then that causes lower back pain. So obviously what we're trying to do here today is to avoid that lower back pain. So you come into that position and physically with your hands, tilt the butt back down and then suck in the belly. Okay, so here I am. Now my knee might fall in. I adjust the knee. I make sure the hips are open to the side of the mat. Then I take my hands and I tilt that tailbone down and I suck in the belly. That's for your lower back protection. Then slowly bring up those arms in line with the shoulders, looking out over that front hand, middle finger. And did your knee fall in while you were doing that? Because mine usually does. So I'm going to adjust that knee again. And hold. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, straighten that front leg, but keep the feet where they belong, and just bring the arms up for a little bit of a relief from that bent knee position and the arm position. Then rebend that front knee, and now you're going to bring the back hand down to the back leg. Let it rest on the back leg. Turn the front hand palm up and bring it up. Now you can stop where it's nice and straight. Do you need to adjust the tailbone again? Because you don't want that concave back. You want to tilt the tailbone down, but stretching up this vertebrae. Now you might want to keep your vertebrae nice and straight, or maybe you're going to take a bit of a back bend. It's entirely up to your back whether you do this or not. And holding that, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Come out of that, and then bending forward this time so that your back gets that bit of relief, so you can bring your hand down to the chair. When your hand is down to the chair, you can heel toe your way out of that, bringing your back foot to join your front foot. And then pretend you're sitting down. Tilt your tailbone down, round the back, and just enjoy the feel of that rounded back. We'll hang on to that. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And on the exhale, pick up the right foot, bring it all the way back, and then place it down so that it is parallel to the front of the chair as you're coming into Warrior Two now on the other side. So now, tilt that tailbone down, suck in the belly, make sure the knee is not falling in, and then bring those arms up to shoulder height. And that's Warrior Two. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, straighten the front leg, bring those arms up just for a brief reprieve from that pose. And then exhale, bringing the arms back down, the back, bend the front knee, the back arm comes down to the back leg, the front arm turns palm up, and you either come straight up and stop, or you actually bend all the way over. Whatever works for you. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Remember to suck in the belly. Exhale. Remember to adjust the knee. Inhale. Exhale. Coming forward now, just bending forward nice and slow, reaching, giving a nice little rest for the back. Then bring the hand to the chair. Heel toe your feet in, or your back foot in to join the front foot. Bend the knees like you're going to sit down. Tuck the belly, round the back, and just hang on to that for a bit. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, and stand up. So, you had a bit of a twist in there, and lots of strength building for the back. It is not easy to hold those arms up. So that was building abdominal muscles, the pelvis, the hips were working, and the lower back. Now, any pose, I think I've said this before, but any pose, if you're going to have, if you feel a bit of lower back pain in a pose, immediately tuck that tailbone, because what's happened is you've concaved the back. So even standing in superstore, the grocery store, you might notice you're developing a pain in the lower back from standing there. So as soon as you tuck that belly, as soon as you slightly bend the knee, and as soon as you, did I say tuck the belly? Tuck the butt, suck in the belly, bend those knees a little bit, and you have this relief from that lower back pain. Okay. I'm hanging on with my left hand, I'm hanging on to the left side of the chair. We need to do a little bit of a balance exercise. And I'm putting all my weight onto my left foot. So we're going to do a very modified tree. Find a spot to stare at, any spot, and just stare so hard you could just like start a fire, but don't really start a fire. So staring hard, putting all the weight on the left side, lift that right foot off the floor. And to begin with, you can cup the ankle with the arch of your right foot and leave your toes on the floor and open up that knee. And then you can practice taking your hand off the chair. Or you can actually lift that foot to the calf. So the right foot goes to the left calf, pointing the knee off to the side. Okay, so we are trying, when we do this balance exercise, we are trying to open up those hips, okay? The stronger your hips are, the more protection for your lower back. And then staring hard, can you take your hand off the chair? Can you place them on your hips? And good for you if you can. And put your foot down. Were you falling anyway? I kind of was. That's why I said put your foot down. Let's try it on the other side. So my right foot, my right leg is what's going to be my weight-bearing leg. So I lean onto that leg. I put a lot of weight on that leg already, even though my other foot is still on the floor. And I find a spot to stare at, my drishta point. Then I can either cup the ankle with the arch of my other foot, or I can put my foot on my calf. Careful to not, you don't want to put that foot on your knee. Your knee joint is such an important part of you. You don't want to put any unnecessary pressure on the knee. So again, just a slight micro bend in that knee, but your foot is cupping the calf or the ankle. The knee is pointed out to the side. Staring straight at that point, focus, and try and remove your hand from the chair. And if you can do that, go ahead and put your hands on your hips. And then release. Well done. So let's just have a quick, safe, seated inversion. Opening up those knees. And then I'm in about the middle of the chair, I guess. And I'm just going to follow my own legs down. You can follow your chair legs, or you can just reach straight down if you're quite comfortable with this. If you have really high blood pressure, you shouldn't be going upside down. But the rest of us want to go upside down and take an inversion. When the blood comes to your head like this, let's just move our head a little. Make sure your shoulders and neck are relaxed. Place your left hand directly in front of your face on the floor and lift your right hand up as we take a bit of a twist. And just holding it there for a breath or two. And then bring the right hand down, replacing the left, lifting the left hand up, opening up for a nice twist. And then bring that left hand down. Just dangle the head again. and come up. Bringing the blood into your brain helps with that forgetfulness, those senior moments that we tend to have. And then just press into the back of the chair. Press your lower back into the back of the chair. And close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in. On the exhale, relax your facial muscles. Relax the cheek muscles. Inhale. Lower the lower jaw from the upper jaw and relax the cheek muscles on the exhale. Inhale. Relax the forehead, the brow, the cheek muscles, and the lower jaw. Inhale and open your eyes. So, thank you for joining me today. Don't forget to tap subscribe and the bell icon so you know when the new stuff comes in. And I hope you have a wonderful week. May your inner light shine for all to see. Namaste.